Even second in some games here. Jesus, what are the Koreans doing, mate? Let's have a look. The Koreans love him. Yeah, so this. And all Zhonya's. So if you don't need the damage, if you don't need Zhonya's, sorry, then get Lich Bane and then go Rapid Fire. But if you want the Zhonya's because you're against like a team comp that is fucking after you, then get a Zhonya's, then go Rapid Fire. Because your role in this isn't to one-shot people, it's to fucking lock people in place, and doing it from range is better than actually having more damage in some situations. Use your brain. Right. Right, here we go, let's go. Let me turn this down.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
30 seconds until minions spawn Assailant. What are you thinking at this point, mate? Right, okay, this is fucking terrible, bro, already. I'm gonna roast you, by the way, in this. You're pissing me off. Never ever run to here. Where should you run, do you think? Hang on, let me get the pen out, mate. Let me get the pen out, bro. Here's the pen. Here's the pen chat. The coach's dream, mate. Update available. Where should you stand Assailant here? Like, you run mid, but where should you run in the actual lane? Off the rip. Do you fucking stand here? What's this doing? Do you care about level 1? Is level 1 important, Assailant? It's important, right? So you should run here. Because by the time you get here, if they're trying to do like a cheeky invade, which goes like this, you're going to catch them. That's point number 1. So never ever fucking AFK here.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Hopefully no one dies level 1. Because I hate games like that. Oh, for fuck's sake, Gwen!
First blood.
So you're against an Ahri. So Ahri in this lane is going to have pushing power against you. Because of her Q, right? So as soon as these minions come to lane, you need to be auto-attacking to try and get level 2 first. Yeah, it's going to make the lane a lot easier for you to play. So when the fucking lane comes in, like, why are we standing AFK? Like, are you fucking like zooming in at the skin or some shit that your dad got you? Like, let's go. Is this the down one skin? Because I thought the splash art looked dog shit. So as soon as this lane comes in, even if like they come out like this, where can you stand in this lane? When they come out like this from an invade, you can just stand here, right, and auto-attack. Just auto-attack, just auto-attack, just auto-attack, and you're good. Yes, the crime. I like how you answer what fucking skin it is, instead of, like, actually responding to the questions about the game I'm asking, but here we go. Stand here, and auto-attack the first minion that comes in. Yeah? You want to be hitting level 2. Even in any lane, I'd say that. Unless you're against a melee champion where you know you're going to have the push, you wouldn't auto-attack the, the wave, like, unconsciously. You'd probably just sit up in the wave and, if it's like a Zed or Yasuo or someone, or you'd take your E or W, and you can just zone them off the wave. But against Ahri, like, who has, like, decent push, same with, like, Orianna, you want to be auto-attacking, yeah? As soon as the wave comes in, don't fucking ask. So you auto-attack it once, you could have got, like, 2 or 3 in by this time, at least. Fucking hell! Sorry, chat. Getting stressed. Holding onto your card like that as well is just kind of pointless, because holding onto your card is good if you're exerting pressure, but you're not doing anything with this card. So honestly, what you should be doing is red carding either these minions, or you can even like back card the back ones. Either or. Yeah? But as soon as you lock in a blue card like this, you have to throw it out, right? And what you can do on TF is you can just rotate through your cards and just walk up in the lane, and Ahri will be scared to trade with you. And it might even get her to like throw her Q out of you instead of the minions, which means that then you can, like, if you dodge it and pick your red card, you can actually get the push in level 2 first. But it depends on what she does. But yeah, just picking a card like this does fucking nothing. Like, why are you actually using it? Like your blue card. Why not just use a red card on the minions? If you're going to use your blue card, like, this does the most damage, so you can use it to pressure the Ahri. But here it's just pointless, right? It's got to be a reason for everything. So these guys are still at your blue buff here. Red buff, sorry. Now, unless you can freeze the wave here, which you're not going to be able to, I don't think, because Ahri can Q these two and the next wave coming in. Yeah, like right now. So you got that minion. If Ahri was, so if Ahri's smart here, she can, hard shove this next wave and get a really good bounce. And wouldn't be fucked, but yeah, it'd be hard. So yeah, this red card here, it's like, why are we standing so fucking passive? Like, why not actually pressure this chick? It's like you're laning against no one at the moment. That's what it looks like, but you're laning against someone. So that red card's not bad because it thins the wave out, right? You don't want this wave to crash into your tower because then it's obviously, harder to CS. And if I was to ask you, like, on TF, where do you want the wave to be ideally? Which is why, like, maybe letting her shove isn't bad, but you have to know what to do with the wave. You'd want it here, right? Between these two rocks. So to keep it here, what do you have to do? Well, you have to thin the wave out, right? So that red card isn't actually like that bad. Auto attacking here is good. So whenever you want to thin a wave, melee's first. Do not fucking, unless of course you have to like auto attack this to secure it. Auto attack these. Get rid of these two. So that auto attack's good. That auto attack is really good as well. Could have red carded that. I would have queued as well. I would have like red carded and then queued there to thin it. You could have got this one with your queue as well. And then maybe you can hold out the wave. But the problem is the next wave isn't here. So Ahri can pressure you with her charm. She can just like run like this. Even now she can do it. You just use your W, right? It's on cooldown, 4 seconds. You also got your E second. Never get your E second into range matchups. Get your Q. Also helps with thinning the wave, right? So Ahri can just move up here because you're on cooldown. Pressure you with her charm, and the wave, because she's pressuring you, is going to crash into your tower, and it's going to be a little bit aids to CS. And it will also push back into Ahri, I think. Yeah, there's no point, though. Why take E? You could have even, like, maybe stun guarded her there, but yeah, not important. Okay. When this wave comes in, you need to think about, like, how to CS the wave, yeah? Like a checklist. I told Hados this. So when this wave comes in like this minion here, yeah, okay, so that auto attack's really good. If you had your Q, you could actually get this minion. Like, you could Q auto attack and then dodge Ahri's charm when she throws it out. Auto attack it again and you'd get it before the tower hits. This minion here is an auto attack. You don't need to waste your blue card on it. Your blue card is going to one-hit one of these minions, yeah? So a tower shot, your blue card is going to secure one of these minions. So you don't need a blue card this. It's fucking really troll. If that's last hittable, you just last hit it. You can rotate your W, last hit, and your W will pressure Ahri. Maybe she thinks, shit, you know, he might actually stun guard me or some shit. And it might alleviate some pressure. It wouldn't against a good player, but yeah. That blue card is really troll. Should have blue carded this. I don't think an auto attack would kill it. Be close. Don't think it would though, unless you had D-ring. Which you don't. And you end up missing all of them as well because of it. Like, missing one minion is so huge because it just fucks your rhythm for the rest of them. So, pretty much all you've done there with that is damage this one and this one. Okay? If you want to hit more minions, you hit the one in the middle. Yeah? Why hit this one? Like, if your goal is to damage this as much as possible, why not blue card it? It does the most damage, so blue card it. Red carding it does nothing. Unless, like, these minions, unless the cannon was, like, yours, and it's, like, right in the middle, red carding would actually be alright, because it's going to thin the wave. But this doesn't really do anything again. And you know it's in this lane. No one has fucking attacked anything. Like, no one has done anything, mate, in this lane. It's fucked. I don't even think Ahri is queued. She's that scared of using mana. The funny thing is as well, like, I could say, staying full mana like this is actually inefficient, because you're not using your mana regen. At least you are, Assailant. Good job, bro. You're using your mana regen. When she moves up like that, like, what are you afraid of? So watch. So a bit of a troll red card, and then all of a sudden she runs up now. So she hits level 3 and all of a sudden runs up. I don't know why you're scared of her. Actually, I take that back because you got your fucking E second. Even though she out-levels you here, she can't charm you, right? So if I were you, and if she auto-attacks you, you've got your cannon minion here and 2 range to fuck her up. I would have just like rotated my W and maybe stood here going like this. Rotate your W. If you get a stun card, you stun her, you auto-attack her, and you Q her. Or you Q auto-attack. You get your electrocute proc as well. And you'd win like a nice little trade. You can just back out at that point. She can't do anything. Unless she like charm flashes you, which she's not going to do, obviously. You're sweet. So yeah, just really scared to fight, mate. What's going on, Goose? How are you, bro? Look at this, mate. Some VOD reviewing. Roasting someone. So when you auto-attack like this, you always have to think about your opponent, yeah? So getting hit by 2 parts of our orb is kind of troll too. Getting hit by one of it is fine, because, you know, I think it's okay. But getting hit by 2, like max range, you're walking into it almost. So when you're at this range, bro, like max range from a champion pretty much, yeah, you're not like right in front of them, where you probably would decide to run back. Move like this. Yeah. There's no reason for you to run back in a straight line at this point. Move to the side like this. Which is what I'm saying as well. Like, when she runs forward and tries to, like, pressure you in a minion wave, you can just run back and forth like this. If she Qs, you can just move to the left and then stun card her in the wave. So what I'm saying, Assailant, is you're playing like a little pussy, man. Which is fine though, because you're not used to TF yet. And it will take time to get used to him because he is quite unique and stuff. But there's a few simple things, yeah, you should know about. Using a corrupting potion there is fucking a waste as well. It's always a good idea as well, bro, if you can use your corrupting to not only just heal yourself, you know, for the sustain and shit, but while you're trading with the enemy champion as well, or looking to trade, because you're going to get more, you know, damage off because of the burn. So if you can use it for both of those reasons, really, really good. You're using it there when you're pretty much full HP. Like, you don't actually need to. What you want to do as well, Assailant, is you want to dematerialize these minions. The ranged ones. Then your Q is going to one-shot them. If you don't dematerialize these guys, what you'll find is, like, from level 5 onwards, maybe, or after you get Lost Chapter. Maybe it's throughout the game, even. Your Q is only going to leave these on like 1 HP. You want to be one-shotting these with your Q later, yeah? When you have like Everfrost and whatever else. So use your DMAT on these, not the melees. It's really important. Yeah, so that Q again, you're just running straight back. You need to move to the side like this. That's the first good play you've done, red carding it. And you could have Q'd probably as well off that. I don't know if you had it. See how you're moving back again? Like, you almost got hit by that. As soon as she throws it out, whatever direction it throws out in, just move to the side. Even if it hits you, it's fine. It's not actually that bad what you did in that situation, but yeah, I'd much rather see you test yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to be like this in every game. Like, you're not really doing anything. You're getting shoved in, you're probably down in CS. You're up in CS, but let me put it this way. That's a proper Ahri after what's this, 4 waves? Wait, what the fuck? I don't actually know how many waves this has been. 4? 5? I'm not sure. Yeah, she should be up like at least 5 CS at this point, it feels. That was good. Moving back there is fine. You could have even like moved up here, but it's risky because you don't know where Nidalee is. Thankfully, she's now here. So that was a good movement. Fucking hell, dude. Does anyone fight in this elo? Like, anyone? Oh, let's go. Big blue card. Just use it, bro. Use it. Use it on the cannon, and then you can cue the wave. Like, right now, you should be thinking about... You're going to hit level 5, right? This wave. So, ideally, what you want to do when you're level 5 on TF is you want to recall on that wave. Reason it's so important is because if you stay out on the map, you're going to hit level 6 off the next wave, I'm guessing. What happens is, when you're level 6 on the map, everyone knows. And when you're level 6 and you haven't recalled yet, you're just stuck with your corrupting potion, right? You don't actually have any charges left. So you don't have any damage. You've got no items, you haven't bought or anything. What you really want to be doing is backing at level 5. So when this wave comes in and you hit level 5 off it, shove it. Yeah, as hard as you can. Then, when you come back out and you're still level 5, you'll hit what, level 6 off the next wave, and then you can make a play with the items you get. Whether that's like cooldown boots, whether it's Merc Treads, Ninja Tabis even, whether it's Lost Chapter if you're kind of greedy. You can then come back to mid lane, shove the next wave, or, you know, farm the wave, whatever is actually happening in the lane, and then you can go off and make a play level 6 when you're strong, and you've already bought. It's not about that. It's about if you understand. I don't give a fuck about being disappointed, bro. If you're a fucking challenger, I'd grill you as well. Yeah? Like, challengers wouldn't even do that. Unless they're actually, like, proper, like, you know, high challenger. It's about if you understand the concepts, like I'm telling you about. And it's like, most of the time, like, people seem more interested, you know, in, like, me going through, like, a sick triple kill they got, or, like, you know. Yeah, but do you understand? That's the question. If you don't understand, then... Yeah, honestly, I mean, I was gonna say like flash ignite the Brand to KS and then stun the Ahri, but that probably would have been OTT. Yeah, here you know Brand's dead, so you don't have to do this. This will be important as well in terms of target selection. Like if you're ever ulting towards a lane or even in team fights, you want to be stunning the target who. So it's hard to say because like so many fights, every fight is gonna vary. Most of the time though, if a champion is dead, don't stun card them. Your stun card is so impactful, yeah. So using it on Ahri here is a much better choice than the Brand who is legit on 1 HP. Like, you can always just flash if he flashes out. The gold card was just unlucky? No, it's troll. Like, you're gold carding a fucking dead player. Do not gold card the dead player. He's dead to an auto attack. He's dead to... What's this champion? Gwen? He's dead to Gwen. Samira even, I don't know. You clicked Ahri? Assailant. I don't believe it. Oh, here we go. Ahri's first charm, the laning phase. And now the problem is this as well, is that your you're going to hit level 6 off this wave, and everyone's going to know about it. So, like, your threat is nowhere near what it could be. Even, like, backing there would have been really good. So on this wave, if you backed... Ahri can't freeze it because she has to back as well, right? So if you recall and then you come back to lane before her, so if you recall behind her, you come back to lane, even if like Nidalee ganks you, who gives a fuck? Like what are they actually going to do? You still have flash, you still have whatever. You can come back and you've got a better chance of sorting this wave out. If Ahri was full HP and like full mana and got a back off, it would be really troll. Actually, maybe not. Like maybe backing is even good there, even if she can freeze it, because then you can come back to lane and actually shove it out. But here you have to recall. Like, what are the advantages of staying? Nothing, right? You're just, like, fishing for CS with no mana. So whenever you're in a situation like this, Assailant, and you're fucking, like, low mana, and it's 5 minutes in a game, and, you know, you've got, like, gold in the bank, how much? You've actually CS pretty well as well. I'm kind of impressed. 1700, yeah? You can just recall. Against their team, Merc Treads is fucking amazing. Like, Merc Treads, you get a Dark Seal, you get whatever else, maybe a Control Ward, you come back on the map. And you'll hit level 6 off the next wave. Off level 6, you have your Merc Treads, you have a Dark Seal, you can then make a play somewhere on the map, yeah? But instead, you're fucking stuck in this lane, because you're scared of recalling. Most people in low elo, not like no joke, until like gold plat, won't back unless they die. That's their form of recalling. I would always recommend boots. I think tier 2 boots on TF are huge, because you're such a fragile champion, you get caught once, you're dead. Like mobility to not just like, you know, evade skill shots, but also to like throw out stun cards and stuff and get in range. Like right now you have a chance to shove this wave out. Like why not shove this wave out? How long have we been doing this, by the way? Don't want to strain my services. So right here, yeah, you have a level advantage. Ahri is kind of you have a massive minion wave. Shove the wave. Get this wave under her tower, and then you can recall. Maybe you can even make a play. You see this, though? How you should shove? You got a bigger minion wave. You've got a level advantage. Even if she was level 6, like, who gives a fuck? What's she gonna do? She's got no mana. You're full HP. Like, she's gonna tickle you. If she goes in. You'd probably win against her as well. At 1v1. Just because of the wave. Like, just get the wave in like this. Even when she runs up there, like, yeah, you could have fucking W'd or something like that, maybe. Even that blue card on her is really troll. Like, you need to be using it on the wave and getting it in. I mean, maybe now it's okay because, yeah, you're going to have to shove the next wave too because now it comes in, so maybe that blue card's okay. Because now here comes the next wave. But here, like, why the fuck are we standing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Now we're gonna ward. Now we're gonna ward. Right, okay. There you go. Nidalee just died to that. Why ward? She's actually died to raptors. Oh, send her the side, mate. Send her the side Assailant. Can you add her? Maratang. You're so close as well to doing it. Not really comfortable with mid. Whenever your wave is past this, I'm gonna draw a line for you. You see this crack? See that crack? That was terrible. See this crack. Whenever the wave is past halfway, yeah? And you have the minion advantage, shove the fucking wave. No matter what. Use your abilities on the wave, use everything on the wave. Now, when you use your abilities on the wave, you have to be careful. They might be smart, they might look to fight. Okay? But if you're full HP, you've got nothing to worry about. Even if she, like, W'd and Q'd you and hit everything, you're going to be, like, I don't know, 55, 60% HP. You can still just shove. Doesn't matter. Yeah, she's not Deathfire Grasp Ahri from Season 3. So whenever it's past halfway, hard shove the lane. Then you can go roam, you can reset, you can do heaps of things. But you're just stuck in fucking lane. I'm bored watching it. I am bored watching it. We need to get a move on. We need to hurry up, mate. Big stun card on the minion. Let's go. Nice, you baited her ignite. Look at it. What a mid lane performance here. Both players have not recalled yet. Holy shit. The problem with this as well, bro, is that everyone else in the game, right, is scaling in terms of items. Nidalee has Torques. Ezreal's got a Sheen, he's got a Tear as well in there. That's fucking whack. What else is happening? Samira's got a Noon Quiver. She's got a Leeching Leer. Garen's got a Kindle Gem, dear god. Phage for Renekton. So imagine if you run into these guys and you've got a Corrupting Potion which gives you fuck all. What's going to happen? You're going to do well? You're going to put in work? No, you're going to die, right? So if the game curve, let's think about the game, right? In terms of a line. If the line goes like this in terms of items, that's meant to be straight. I apologize, like that. That's a bit straighter. If that's like where you're meant to be in terms of items, yeah, some champions are going to be like maybe below it a little bit. Some champions are going to be like fed and above it. Like Renekton looks kind of fed, so he might be above it. Yeah. Most champions are going to be like inside here. You right now are fucking down here. In fact, that's generous. You're down here, mate. This is you. This is Assailant. This is Assailant. In terms of the game. Yeah, where you are. Relative to everyone else. So this is like the time in the game. So you should have recalled really like 3 minutes ago at least. Which would have been around here. Maybe at that point, I still think you were a little behind. And now it's just fucking exacerbated, right? It's like, what's the word? Exponential, yeah? It just gets worse and worse and worse. So this is how important recalling is. Honestly, I hope you died. Because then it would like prove the point to you. But hopefully you get it. And the way you recall is by shoving the fucking wave. Or, like I said, it's a bit more nuanced. Like, you can recall when the wave, like, crashes in the middle, especially if it's a cannon wave, because it's harder to shove in. You can recall off them. Most of the time, you do want to do that as well. But yeah, the easiest way is to shove the lane. Most of the time. Now we're just fucking chilling. So in terms of items, yeah, I'd always say, like, against this comp, you actually get Merc Treads, which is great. Get Merc Treads, maybe even Dark Seal. Yeah. I mean, if you get an Amtone, it's still fine. But I think Dark Seal is really underrated. Especially if you're going to play passive like this. Like, you're going to pick up free kills and assists. Now, what do we do with this wave? What do we do with this wave, Assailant? Are we going to blue card it? Or... Oh. I thought for a second we were getting somewhere. What do you do with the wave when the wave is in this position? What do you do? Do we just last hit? Do we fucking AFK? Or we shove? Good. You shove. You pick TF as well, bro. Let's just think about TF for a second in terms of like champion identity. You pick TF to impact the map. You're not picking TF because he's a 1v1er, right? Yes, okay, you can 1v1 and do actually well in some matchups. But against an Ahri, you're not going to kill her, most likely. Against like an Orianna, you're not going to kill her. Against these control mages, you're not going to fucking kill them. You've picked TF to use your ultimate, right? As much as you can, which is what I was saying. Level 5 comes, you want to shove that 5th wave, you want to recall, come back to lane, and on that 6th wave, when you hit level 6, you fucking use your ultimate straight away with items. Yeah? Even Grandmasters, even Masters won't do it. So if you understand that and do it, you're better than them. Trust me. Even some challenges, low chows. But we haven't used our ultimate once in the first 10 minutes, and you'll hit level 6 around like 540, 545. Oh! 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 Look at the movement, bro. That's better than bronze. See? You should be way more confident. The question is, can you insta-stun card, though? Even there, like, think about this lane now. The lane has been the same, right? The whole fucking game. It's just been full HP against full HP. You know, nothing's really been happening. What about now? What's different in the lane assailant? Tell me. Come on. What's different in the lane? What's changed in the last 10, 20 seconds? You're winning the lane? Why? Why are you winning? What's an important condition that's changed in the lane? Your head? Does she, like, realize what your head's like and now she's fucking scared? How are you winning the lane? You walked up and attacked Ahri, yeah, which means what? It's not a trick question. It's a simple answer, and I think you're kind of just getting to it. You can just say it. Why? What's the difference between you and Ahri? I just want you to say it. You've got the item advantage, do you though? Didn't she recall? Like, you really don't. It's pretty similar. So what? So what have you got? What is different between this? Compare this box to this. What's different? Do you think C9 can beat Korea? Fuck no. Oh, Korea? Oh, God, no. Dude, if C9 beat Korea, like, I'll fucking give up coaching. Straight up. You have more health. There you go. HP, yeah? It wasn't a trick question. Serious. And I wasn't doing that to, like, be a dickhead. I just want you to say it. HP, yeah? It's a major condition in any lane. So when you have this advantage, you can even take a bad trade and win. Yeah? So look at this. So I'm going to play this again, right? Really good trade, yeah? Really good trade. I'm actually fucking amazed. Look at that. Nice stun card. You move as well after stun carding. Most people are just going to move like this. Stun card and they're just going to walk up like a vegetable. Then they'll walk back when Ahri starts attacking them. You actually move to the side, which is great. Nice auto attack as well. It's going to proc a let's shoot. Beautiful. And you actually run back just in case she retaliates. Then you run back up because of the wave and corrupting. It's very, very good indeed. Now, that Q, fine. I don't mind it. You've got mana. Fine. Who cares? Why not rotate through your W here? Why not rotate through your W and actually walk up? Oh, you actually use Ignite. I didn't realize that. If you had Ignite, you could kill her. So you could flash her charm, stun card her, Q, auto attack Ignite, she dies. Maybe you'd have to wait for electrocute again, but yeah. You don't really know, but that's fine, because these concepts are new to you. So when you have a health advantage like this, it doesn't matter what champion you're on. You want to change it up. You want to be aggressive. Yeah? Conix, maybe you want to link this coaching session to LS. Might learn how to coach low elo. Nah, it's fine. That makes sense? Fucking hell, I don't want to watch Renekton cunt. Boyoung Chang, like I don't want to watch Chang. So that was alright, how you moved up. You didn't have to lock in your red card though. So it's something you can do in practice tool. Just get used to pressing W and just walking around, rotating your cards. It sounds retarded, but like the best TS will do it. It's how you exert pressure in the lane. Whether it's to like, you might not kill Ahri, but guess what? I don't know where the fuck she's gone. But like right now, when you rotate your W, she will run back. She cannot stay in lane. Yeah, when she's on that HP, she'll run back. And if you don't kill her, if she's out of range, what does she miss? What does she give up? You're actually creating a lead somehow. Yeah, good. CS, right? So gold. And sometimes experience if she's really out of range. So that's why you do it. Not always are you going to be able to get a kill. You have to create leads in other ways. Yeah, whether it's through like towers or if it's through CS, whatever it is. Like killing someone else on the map even. Right here as well, like you should never be, bro, like walking behind the... Right now, like you should be playing here. You should literally be standing here. Anywhere here, and then when she runs back, you know, after you're rotating your W, you can just stand on top of the wave, legit. And you can also, what's really good about this as well, if she starts recalling here, and you're up here, you can actually see her recalling, and you can just stop it with a Q. Now, at this point, you know, let's just say that happens, at that point you have to be carefully getting ganked, because what's Ahri going to be doing if she's this HP, and you're, you know, just destroying her, she's going to be spam pinging, right? So here comes Nidalee, here comes the fucking Brigade mid lane, and you have to be a little bit careful in that situation. Okay, so maybe if you have, like, that foresight, you can ping your own teammates, like, let's come mid, I'm going to get fucking ganked here. Yeah? Yeah, exactly. You can do the same though. If you know you're going to get ganked, it's one of like the best ways of protecting leads. And when I used to jungle, if I had a winning mid laner, bro, it's fucking GG. Like it's so easy to play the game. You just play around mid. If they ever get ganked, yeah, with a lead, I'm going to be there, you know, to back them up. And there's no way we lose the 2v2. You kill both of them, they die. Game's over. Yeah? So in that situation, this situation when you're winning lane and you're being aggressive, never fucking stand back here again. you can, you know, tell your teammates to come in and help. Because you know, Ahri's going to ping hers. And thankfully, Blitzcrank does it. Whenever you've got a teammate ganking, or, you know, it can be a support, can be a jungler, never ever use your W like this. You can kill Ahri here if you hold on to your W. So just one more rotation, you'd get the yellow. Where is it, mate? You get the yellow card. Remember this as well, by the way. That's the rotation, yeah? Then it goes red again. Red, yellow, blue. RYB. RYB, RYB. BRY. Yeah? So whenever a teammate's ganking you here, never ever lock in a card like this. Even, like, rotating your stun card here would be good. I mean, fucking stun carding and flashing is definitely the best play. But, even rotating it would be better than what you're doing right now, just locking it in. Yeah? So whenever you got a teammate ganking, hold on to your W first of all. Don't make it too fucking obvious. And again, if you're playing aggressively, they're not going to be able to tell if you're getting ganked or not. Getting a gank for you. But when you run up like this, like, you don't even know Blitzcrank's here. But let's say you did. You're going to run up like this, straight into it, and shit. It's going to be so obvious. You're not going to get a kill. Okay? But whenever teammate's ganking you, just chill. Yeah? Rotate through that W for a little bit, and then lock in the stun card and flash on them. Bang. Fucking kill. But you always want your stun card when your teammate's ganking. You don't, you know, want your W on cooldown. Because watch, even when, like, Blitzcrank ganks, even if he pulls Ahri in, it's hard to really do anything. Like, what can you actually do? Even if he pulls her in, and I wish he did, you still wouldn't actually be able to do much. I don't think you have flash here. I think these cooldowns are fucked. But yeah, even if you do have flash in that situation, it's hard to actually make it work. Paul Blakes commented on my coaching session on YouTube and you ignored him? Wait, who's that? Who's that, mate? Sometimes, like, I see a comment, I'll be like, oh, I'll respond to that later, and actually just forget about it. Whoops. MSI in 20 minutes, okay. This session's gone for too long, mate, I reckon. Here we go. Use your W, though, didn't ya? Oh! Thankfully, you've got it back. Nice. Nice Q, nice auto attack. What about R-ing bot here? Now, the only time you should be auto-attacking this turret is if you're going to get it with Rift Herald, or if you need the gold. So if you need 160 gold for an item. Let's have a look. You've got 3.5k. Fuck this. Do not hit the fucking turret. It's wasting time. This is the big mistake that, like, fucking challengers make here as well. They think that, like, getting this turret played, or you want to, like, maximize your kind of, what is it, lead in a situation when you kill the enemy champion. You're already getting a bit of a lead, because they're missing, like, a couple of minions here. And, because they're dead for 26 seconds, you can actually recall 8 seconds and get back on the map quicker than they can. It takes 30 seconds, right, to recall and get back to mid lane. So you're going to recall for 8 seconds, 22 seconds to get back here. Maybe even less with tier 2 boots. Right? Which means that when Ahri respawns, you're actually already in fucking lane again. And guess what you have? You have a lead on her, in terms of levels, in terms of items. Yeah? So you can actually go back to fucking, you know, bashing up on her quicker than you can by just staying here getting 160 gold. Get 160 gold by doing something on the map, ulting bot lane, you know, after you recall. Get 160 gold, get 300 gold by killing Ahri again, because you're a lot stronger than her. Then you can think about doing this. Maybe. If you're really far ahead. The power of the recall, bro. People don't fucking understand it. So in this situation, when you're sitting on enough gold to buy a major item, like maybe you need, I don't know, 100 gold for, like a large, not a large rod, I'm thinking of, like, just generally here, but for TF, let's think. Maybe, like, you can buy Zhonya's even, like, just full. Maybe you're on, like, 4k gold or something, you get Everfrost. Oh, you wouldn't be able to get Zhonya's. But you can get, like, Seeker's Arm Guard and Codex. Maybe you'd raid on it, but who gives a fuck? Like, you have 3.5k just recall. Doesn't matter if you need, like, 100 extra gold for Zhonya's. You're so strong anyway. You're so ahead of that line that I showed you. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, you need to invest. This gold you're on doesn't mean anything until you actually invest it, right? Doesn't actually mean anything if it's just sitting here. So really, the stat you care about in terms of bank is... This color is AIDS. In terms of bank would be gold spent. Yeah? That's the only stat you care about. If you've spent, let's say, 5,000 gold and Ahri spent 3k, who wins? You win. But right now, if she comes back to lane and you fight, you've both actually spent the same amount of gold. In fact, she's going to spend more because she's in base. Oh, you're only on 909. That's my bad. Okay. So hang on a minute. What can you get? Yeah, Kindle Gem. My bad. I looked at this wrong. Yeah, so you can get a Kindle Gem. So you can recall, get Kindle Gem. Nice for your cooldown. Bit of HP is always handy on TF. Or you can just ult bot. Either or, like, I'd be happy with. Honestly, probably ulting bot is best here. Let's just have a quick look at it. So you'd be, like, recalling maybe around here in this situation after you kill her. Yeah, you'd definitely ult bot here. And go for one of these two. And you'd definitely get a kill on her assist. Peachuri, yeah, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, it's got to be somewhat good for me to do this, you know, like, kind of casually part-time. So you still got your ultimate, and for some reason we haven't ulted anywhere. So this is like a map awareness issue. So if I was being like, if we were doing legit sessions, I'd like get you in a practice tool and I'd just get you to practice pressing F1, F2, F3, F4, F5 because you're not looking at your map. I know your camera is probably locked, and what we've seen for the first 11 minutes is what you've seen. You don't actually look anywhere. And now you're like, oh shit. The only time you actually realize something's going on is when Renekton is at this tier 2 tower. Like there was a play you could have made bot lane there, you would have got blue buff as well off Nidalee. Yeah. You didn't even see, like, even seeing the Blitzcrank come in here for a gank, so this is like a map awareness issue that would have to get used to. You fucked the gold card up. Hey, let's go, it happens. What you can do is go in settings, I don't know if I'd have it here. Yeah, you can. So you need to bind your target champions only. I'm not going to have it in here, but it's in your hotkeys somewhere, I think. Pretty sure it's in your hotkeys, it would be. And then you go to game, click on this. So you toggle... Maybe I can show you as well if we have enough time after this. What that means is that when you're going to gold card on TF, when you come in and you press that, so for me it's C. Yeah, so if yours is A, you press A, when you switch to your gold card, you hover your mouse around Renekton, it's not going to stun the minion. Or if you like click around on the ground, like right click, it's not going to stun the minion when you have that toggle on. Yeah? It's actually like really important as well on TF especially, because this shit will happen. Everyone has done it who has played TF. Everyone has fucking done it. But yeah, that's the way to like go about avoiding. Good, you're keeping range. This is actually well played. Or I think he'd lose this if he Qs. That was actually well played because you kept your distance for the most part. So your mechanics are actually like a lot better than I thought. Backhanded compliment. But actually they are. Most TFs are just gonna run in the brush there, you know, like fucking head first. Yeah, okay, so getting Everfrost is okay. Boots are just way too valuable, mate. So always get your boots, yeah. Even like as a first item, don't get Lost Chapter. Get boots. If you're on like... Because every boot is 1100, right? Steel Caps, Treads, and then you've got Lucidities, 950, which are the 2 boots you can buy, or 3 boots you can buy. If you're on a gold value like 1300... you can get Lucidities and you can get a Dark Seal. So if you're on 1300, most people are going to be like, oh my god, Lost Chapter. For TF, Lucidity Boots, Dark Seal, so much better. Because you have enough sustain through those items. And cooldown is pretty much what you want, right? For your ult. And that should be around like level 5, 5th wave. So when you actually get to lane, you've got cooldown boots when you use your ultimate. It's going to be up more. Right, we're going to do like... maybe until like the 14-minute mark when Tarot Blades go, and that's about it. So you went bot here. I'm going to say it's good. It's actually probably good, but yeah, fuck it. It's not really that important. Yeah, you see like how your Q does nothing to these? You see this? So you actually need 3 Qs here. That's fucked. So yeah, if you demat these, you can one-shot them. Yeah, it's so awkward, isn't it? And you miss like 2 or 3. It might not, you know, seem that important, but it is. It adds up. There's going to be like so many times where you're going to be like after a fight maybe, or when you want to recall and you're like, shit, I need 100 more gold. It's the worst feeling. But the game's honestly not bad. But you can like easily stomp lane and win the game with what we talked about.